Hi there, welcome back. So every day I meet people who tell me that they can't generate leads using social media, that it just feels like a giant waste of time, like a massive vanity project. Well, if that sounds like you, today we're going to fix that. I'm going to show you 7 ways that you can use social media to generate leads for your business, starting right now. Some of the suggestions are quite indirect and subtle, and some of them are really direct and obvious. So if that sounds good, stick around and I'll see you in a moment. So, number 1, first and foremost, and this may sound obvious, but sometimes the most obvious things are the most important. Don't be a consumer. Social media, if you're in business, is not about consumption, it's about creation. Your job is to put things out there for other people to pay attention to, not for you to basically squander your own attention. This social media is not a place for you to spend time. Social media is a place for you to get attention. So talk about what you do. Share your success stories. Give people content that they can use to move closer to you, to understand you better, to get to know you better. People discover you for the first time on social media every single day. So don't assume people know who you are and know what you do. You need to let them know. Most importantly, invite people to work with you through your posts. Don't be a shy wallflower. Actually be proactive and say, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is who I do it for, and I would love to work with you. Number 2 is really all about spending a little bit of time prospecting every day. This is all about the power of and the compounding effect of consistent action over time. Reach out to people directly. On any social media platform, you can directly connect with people. You can send them direct messages on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. Let people know who you are, what you do, and what you can do for them, most importantly. It's all about what's in it for them. A little action on this front taken consistently every day, I'm talking like 5 or 10 minutes here, can have a tremendous impact over time. If you reach out to 10 people a day, 5 people a week say yes, what would that do to your business? I would love to know. Let me know in the comments of this video, what would 5 people saying yes to you every week do to your business? And I'll bet the answer is pretty huge. Number 3 is, like I mentioned previously, be a creator and not a consumer. You need to elevate yourself from your competition and stand out a little bit. So you need to demonstrate your expertise online. Let people know what you do. Show, don't tell. Serve first, sell later. Your job is to be as helpful as you possibly can. More importantly, you need to show up in people's lives as an individual. People buy from people. So use social media to scale that, to build relationships at scale. You can't do this by posting graphics. You can't do this by commenting. You can only do this by showing up as a person in somebody's social media feed. And in order to do that, you're going to need to create content, either video content, podcast, or something as simple as a selfie. Truthfully, you may have to get uncomfortable. It was really difficult for me to begin with. Now, it's almost enjoyable. Now, here's the thing. This is number 4. Now, if you're active in any way on social media, and again, I'm talking creator, not consumer, then people are going to be checking out your social media profiles. They're going to say, who is this person that's intriguing me, that's showing up in my life, that's inspiring, educating, or entertaining me? Who is this? They're going to look at your profile. And in this profile, you want to give them a good reason to step a little closer. So the goal is going to be to get people into your mailing list, because email list is really where people grow relationships. Social media is a great place for people to discover you. But really, if you want to spend quality time with you, you're going to need them on your mailing list, so you can let them know when you create new content. You can let them know when you have offers. You can tell them about new products, and you don't have to depend on social media anymore. Lead generation is lead generation on social media, not sales. And an email list growth, or somebody opting into your email list, that's a lead that you can nurture over time. Here's the thing. If I ask you, what are you thinking about buying right now? The answer might range anywhere from a hat to a new phone. I picked them at random, they're just there, really. But there was the point at which you had the impulse that you might like that thing, and then there's the point at which you make the decision, and there could be a very long time in between. So what you want is somebody to stay with you while they're on that buying journey. And if you can get them to opt into your email list, then you can be there when they decide to make that decision to act on whatever it is that they're trying to move away from or towards. Now, when you're thinking about, well, how can I get people on my mailing list? Offer them a really compelling reason. Give them something really valuable. Say, I will give you this if you give me an email address. And if you want a good example, look in the comments below this and you'll be invited to download my personal brand business roadmap. It's there for you. If you're in the business of building a brand around your personality and monetizing that, then that's going to be a really clear what's in it for me, for you. So think about what's the biggest pain that your potential customer has. Create a simple document that can solve that problem, or at least get them a step closer to solving it. Offer that for free in exchange for them joining your mailing list. That's a lead, people. So number 5 is think community first. Now, when I'm talking about community, I'm talking about the people who are in your sphere of influence. And I'm talking about, yes, your audience, if you create content. The people that you're connected with on social media are part of your community. You might be used to thinking them as a market. I would like you to start thinking of them as community. So your audience, your peers, the people who are in a position to be helpful for you. Think of it in terms of being a connector. Be attentive to those people who put their hand up and say, I think you're kind of cool. But also be there for other people. Let people know what you appreciate online. And there's a good reason for this, is people buy from people, and people buy from people they know, like, and trust. But more importantly, people buy from people that help them. So be there for your people. Here's the thing, on my podcast, I ask most of my podcast guests, how does opportunity come to you? And usually there are 4 routes. It'll come through outbound sales activity, and we've covered that a little bit. It'll come through ads and paid content. It will come through your content, because people will see your content. But additionally, and it doesn't matter what point your online business is at, the largest part of their opportunity comes through referrals. Now, referrals are great, but this doesn't mean you have to go and join a networking organization. It could simply mean you look for the people that you can help and you help them. And then one day they might help you back. Systematize it, be consistent, and it will pay dividends. So think community first in the broadest possible sense. So number 7, lucky 7. If you want to be lucky, then you need to be consistent. It's great to have a plan, but you need to work that plan. And often these two don't go hand in hand. Remember that any plan, well executed, is going to get you better results than no plan at all. Start simple, but start. If you're watching this video, it's because you need clients. And getting clients is easy, but sadly, being consistent isn't. And consistency is what is going to crack this nut for you. Consistency is the key. Anybody that you see online that is generating opportunity through social media is doing it by turning this one simple key. They have a simple plan, executing on some of the things that we've discussed consistently, again and again and again and again. One hit does not the wonder make. So you need to keep at this. So I hope you found this video helpful. The 7 ways to generate leads on social media. There are many others. If you've got any ideas, I would love to know. Let me know in the comments below this video. If you are in the process of trying to build your business online, using your personal brand, your expertise, and your authority, then grab my personal brand business roadmap. You'll find it below here. It's everything you need to start, scale, or just fix your personal brand business. It's yours for free as a gift from me. And if you enjoyed this video, I guarantee you will like my podcast, where I interview every week the world's best personal brand business owners, and they tell you exactly how they make their business work. And if you're watching this video, I promise you will enjoy that. If you want to work with me, you can do that. I'm going to make that offer to you today. You can join a mastermind group with me. I have 2 groups that I work with, those for who are right at the beginning of their journey and those that are in the process of scaling up and monetizing. If that sounds good to you, then I would love for you to either message me directly hit my website, or just leave a comment saying, I'm in, Bob. If you've enjoyed this video, do consider liking and subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. That way YouTube knows that you thought it was okay and they should show it to more people, which would really make me smile. My name is Bob Gentle. You've been watching Amplify. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.